Hello everybody, Tanush here. As anticipation for Pokemon Sun and Moon reaches a fever pitch, we can't help but speculate on which pocket monsters will secure Mega Evolutions in the pair of new games. Despite being the two most anticipated Nintendo published games arriving into 2016, there's still a lot that fans don't know about Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Eager trainers have already fallen in love with the new trio of starter Pokemon, with Rowlet becoming the clear-cut favorite. But there's still so much in the new adventure that's up in the air. The new Alola region is sure to be accompanied by a copious number of exciting additions, and there's little doubt that Mega Evolutions will be a major part of the new games. Discord is thinking about pocket monsters that we believe deserve the ability to temporarily achieve a mega form, and we walked away with a list of over 10 beasts, since many can be grouped together. Given their synonymous natures, there are a few instances on this list that include more than one monster. With that noted, here are our suggestions for Pokemon most deserving of a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Solrock and Lunatone. Let's get the most obvious candidates out of the way first. Given the fact that the new games are subtitled Sun and Moon, there's no question that Solrock and Lunatone are almost locks to be on the receiving end of brand new Mega Evolutions. As for the form these two would each take, it's not hard to see Mega Lunatone becoming a full moon, while Mega Solrock can take on the form of a red super giant star. Regardless of how it would pan out, these two rock psychic types became all the more relevant thanks to the reboots of the debut games for the 3DS, Ruby and Sapphire, and they'd make for some truly interesting options for any Pokemon trainer. Tropius. Prior to the arrival of Sun and Moon's Rowlet, there were only 5 other grass-flying types in the existence, and one of them was none other than the Brontosaurus-inspired Tropius. This winged banana tree fits all too well within the new Hawaii-based Alola region, which means it has to be a frontrunner to receive an evolution of some sort. Given that the creature only has one form, it seems like a great candidate for a Mega Evolution. At least just so. Those that have always been hoping to add the rather awesome looking beast to their team can do so without any fear or regret. Hydreigon. This three-headed tyrant is one of the more terrifying features in Pokemon, as is evident by its Pokédex entry, which states the heads on their arms do not have brains. They use all 3 heads to consume and destroy everything. Given the personality traits of this monstrosity, a Mega Evolution would only dial up the intimidation to unfathomable levels. Maybe it would just become a gaping winged maw, or perhaps it will simply sprout several more heads. Whatever form a Mega Hydreigon would take, there's little question that it would become a powerhouse for trainers the world over. Raichu. As the evolved form of Pikachu, Raichu has been given a shocking amount of flack since its debut. Sure, it was the powerhouse of Lieutenant Surge's team in Pokemon Red, Blue and Yellow, but the final evolution has taken a backseat in recent years, while its pre-evolutionary form has continued to flourish. Recent games have given incentives for trainers to keep Pikachu around, such as the ability to dress up certain types of the electric product. So, it should go without saying that Raichu needs a little love too, and giving it a Mega Evolution would be the perfect way to go about doing it. Dragonite. Alright, so maybe this is here because of the premise of an item called Dragonite in type. It's almost too good to pass, but it's also about time that the famed Pokemon got its own Mega Evolution. Often heralded as a rival to Charizard amongst fans, given its similar albeit infinitely more cutesy appearance. Dragonite would make for one of the most interesting megas thanks to its established popularity and spread of potential attacks. Whether this would alter the typing of the beast or simply give it some stat boosts is something that fans have wanted for quite some time already, and it needs to finally happen. Mew. Many wannabe Pokemon masters have probably been wondering how it is that Mewtwo has been on the receiving end of the two Mega Evolutions, while the creature in which shadily originated from has been left out to dry. Developer Game Freak has yet to issue a response to such observations, but all could be addressed if the studio simply made Mega Mew a reality. Admittedly, the psychic type notoriety was being a giveaway exclusive Pokemon is likely the culprit behind its lack of a Mega. But those that are in possession of the mythical monster are probably chomping at the bit to beef up its stats just a little bit more. Revive. This Pokemon's popularity has only risen since it made its debut in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, with a playable appearance in Pokken Tournament making it an obvious favorite in the eyes of fans. As a result, this Pokemon monster would make for a great candidate when it comes to doling out the next round of Mega Evolutions, and there's little question that an ample number of players would agree. Given this creature's unique line of dark and ice typing, not to mention its ever speedy attacks, having it Mega evolve could turn the competitive scene on its head in a similar fashion to the appearance of Mega Kangaskhan. Arcanine. As a fairy rendition though of man's best friend, Arcanine is easily a standout for many Pokemon aficionados. Competitive players love it, too, as it's one of the best assessed monsters currently in the games, and it has gained its status by featuring valuable attacks and even better defensive options. As a result of its heavy use within the competitive scene, as well the admiration that more casual fans of the series have for it, Mega Arcanine would be seen as a major asset to the newest pair of Pokemon games. Flygon. Many fans may remember Flygon as the one that got away, not to mention Katy Perry, because the creature was actually set to get its own Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. According to developer Game Freak, this was abandoned because the team couldn't figure out how best to design the beefed up beast. This seems like a bit of a cop-out, especially when gamers have been able to create some awesome fan-made takes on Mega Flygon, and we think it's time it was given a second chance. However, hopefully, Pokemon Sun and Moon will provide the Crown Dragon type with just such an opportunity. Feraligatr, Typhlosion and Meganium. There is no denying the importance of the starters in Pokemon Gold, Silver and Crystal. These monsters represented the start of a new era for Pokemon, as they ushered in the first two expansions of the franchise. It's for this reason that they deserve to be catapulted into the spotlight once more with their own Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and it could even be done similarly to show how new forms were given to the Kanto's original trio. Allowing fans to pick two sets of starters proved invaluable in X and Y, and a similar option this time around would be a great way to incorporate Mega Typhlosion, Mega Feraligatr and Mega Meganium. No pun intended. That concludes our list of Pokemon that need Mega Evolutions in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I highly recommend you all to check out my video, Sun and Moon Mega Evolutions in the Kanto region. There are currently over 700 of the monsters, so narrowing them all down was certainly a task and for itself. With that said, feel free to let us know which pocket monsters you think are most deserving of their own megas in the comment. That's it for today's video. Hit the like and subscribe button for more. Till then, stay tuned.